All right, and we move directly to the third segment of this podcast. We are going to be talking about Philippine music right away with the first question. What are your thoughts on Philippine music? How does it fare in terms of the international music industry? Let's start with Siege.
Okay, so this one is a little bit more, I want to say personal to me. So I'm one of those guys who have a hard time hearing lyrics. Like the melody and the lyrics meld, and it takes a long time for me to actually listen to the lyrics. It's one of those weird things that if people in the comment section, you guys know what it is, just you know what it is. But the reason I think that Philippine music is amazing, it it brings like I mentioned earlier, right? Like I prefer listening, reading, and doing things in English. But there are times when I'm listening to a Tagalog song that it just speaks to me. It just brings something out, and I think the world is ready for that. Mostly because we have people who don't understand K-pop listening to K-pop. We have people listening to J-rock, right?
Your girlfriend does that.
Yeah, she does. There is a power to Filipino music, right? To OPM. Because a lot of people just mistake power for the voice as the power. But we're showing that we can broadcast, or we have songs that we have that are ready to compete in almost every genre. We have pop, ballads, rap. We have a lot of that. And it's just showing that the artists we have, at least in terms of music, we're ready to compete internationally. Because they can do both. Like, I'm not dissing on English music at all. But you know those songs where you listen to you listen to a
Cover?
not a cover, like an actual English song, and then they drop in hints of like either Spanish words, or they add in a word or two that's not English, and suddenly you're like, oh, I know that word. It brings out that excitement. Filipinos, I think, have a lot going for them, because especially some of our dialects, if you just happen to be the right dialect, you can speak English, Filipino, and Spanish. And just because you were born in the right part of the country.
Is it porque like Chabacano?
Yeah,
Oh, Chabacano, right? So we can already listen to, like, we listen to a song, and if they put something Tagalog in that, we're like, oh wow. Imagine the excitement if a group like SB19, for example, starts singing something in English and then drop in like an entire verse in Bisaya. Just drops it in the middle.
I'm actually happy that you brought that up, because there is a group that does that.
Oh, there is?
Agimat. They're called Agimat.
I didn't know that. But right, like there's this YouTuber, Connor Price, where he has this thing where he splits the globe, puts a finger down, and then has a collaboration with an artist from that country. I think it highlights how ready the world is to receive music in whatever language, and I think the Philippines is ready to compete. I think we're ready to put our music out there, because we have people with powerful voices who can bring out our ballads. We have people who understand, who rap, for example, is so good because we have words we can say that just can't be said any other way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think we're ready. I think we're.
Actually, even with rap,
Yeah.
you know Easy Mel?
Yeah.
He got signed by M, right?
Yeah.
By M's studio.
Yeah, but it was like
Something
a really easy one.
And, yeah, I
But there was that was controversial because of the whole Lapu-Lapu Magellan thing.
Yeah, but still, that's the
It
point.
just shows that, yeah.
It just shows that, hey, we're ready. So
Yes.
right now, it's like it's only a matter of picking and choosing, because we have so much ways. There's so many ways to get to be heard out there. Like I tell a lot of people this. Songwriters, rappers, people who want to start a career but think that, oh, I can't do it because I don't have the means. You have the means. My brother has a song out. Check it out on Spotify.
Yeah.
Salted
Because
Caramel.
Salted Caramel.
with melodies.
Yeah,
He wrote Salted Caramel.
He wrote Salted Caramel.
Don't worry, we'll put the
Link
on
down
the
below.
description below.
So, I have a lot of friends, streamers. Like when I started streaming, I played his music so much that people who came to my stream just heard it, said, "Hey, can we play that?" He gave permission, and there's a cafe somewhere in Luzon that his song is on rotation. The only request was that you play through Spotify so that it keeps staying relevant. But you see how ready the my brother is a math major,
He
and
mathematist. I'm sorry.
and I don't want to say his job because I don't want to dox him unless you're okay with that.
I'm gonna hide
But
now.
his job
I'm gonna
has
hide.
nothing to do with music.
Pierce.
It's okay. His job has nothing to do with music. He found the time to produce his own song, and it's being played out there. A lot of people, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. Start. Look at our podcast.
Yeah.
We're starting. If we
We're
waited,
perfect. What?
yeah, because we're already perfect. But if we wait to be perfect, like I streamed 2020 and I got tricked into streaming. I streamed on a potato laptop. You know, one of those college laptops.
You're not a potato laptop.
That's an actual laptop. That's an i7. What are you talking? I streamed on the i3,
Pentium? Oh, I3.
an i3
Bench
laptop that I used for school. We're ready as people, a race, an ethnicity. Our country is ready to compete in the global market for music. It's just a matter of how we portray things. Because no diss to a lot of our
Local.
current and local artists who are actors and actresses. Guys, some of y'all can't sing. Really, you have no business being in the industry. But you guys have the you guys have
What was that? Was that legit? Was that a legit cut?
like you guys have, I've had this
Breaking news.
I
Siege
became
Walker cancelled.
I became friends with somebody who who is kind of sort of considered a celebrity.
Oh.
I cannot and will not say who.
Raquel?
Oh. Female?
She's not that big of a celebrity, but
Okay.
we were talking and we had a joke, or we created this joke
How much
where,
charge?
hey, because we were doing karaoke at the time, and she was like, we were talking, and I said, hey, some people don't have, shouldn't be singing because they don't have the voice for it. And we named some artists, it was funny, and then we were just singing, and then when she picked up the mic, she was like, Siege, this is to prove your point, and started singing as well. She could not sing. She had a lot of talent, but she could not sing. And it just proves the point that, guys, just because you have clout doesn't mean you're singing. I cannot sing to save my life.
And
I
that's the
cannot
same
hold a
thing
tune.
with our anybody who becomes famous. If you became famous not because of acting, please don't act.
Yeah. So my point is this: give the chance to people who can actually sing, who can actually rap, who can actually make music. Look for those people. They
Did I
don't
get cancelled because of the statement?
maybe.
I have said a lot of cancelable things.
I mean, the podcast is called To Be Honest.
yeah,
So,
to be honest. Yeah, true.
I just think that if we gave our... Do you sing?
What?
Do you sing?
No, she pole dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but I just think that if we give people who sing a
Look
chance.
at Gail just agreeing to everything. She pole dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I have something to say about
Yeah.
that, but after
So that's just it. It's like give the people with the actual talent the right avenue. Look for those people on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
TikTok.
Show your support to the local
Your
artists.
support?
Show your support to the
No.
local artists.
What?
And show them
Is
that
that cuttable? Do we cut that?
support.
Yeah, you did say
Support.
support.
I said support. Ooh. But I'm just saying that we're ready as a people. We have music we have fire music.
Yeah.
We pull out some
Agree.
bangers out there.
Yeah, I teach pole
Ay.
dancing.
Good
And
game.
my challenge for this month is to have all of our music be OPM. So
Links
warm
down below
up.
to Dale's, to
Yeah.
get
If you want to join her classes, down below, guys.
yes.
So warm up for the main routine. I'm using Sex Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, spaghetti pababa, like
Mhm.
beanie, pantropico, salamin.
Oh,
and
that's why.
and I think
Just
that
so much
they
else.
are gaining momentum.
Yeah.
A whole new set of phase for OPM right now.
Yeah.
So the like of Arthur Neri.
Yeah.
Arthur Neri.
Sorry,
really
actually,
good
no.
dude.
I was joking. Who?
A really good dude. I don't know much about the genre of music, but I am a pop girly, so I'm leaning towards bubblegum music.
Ah,
Yeah, so
Because the way she does her routines, it's either really slow or really fast.
yeah, that's right. So yeah, I'm
Kat though
super
is very diverse.
I'm super interested and fascinated in the fact that most of Beanie's listeners are men.
I am actually not surprised.
very bad, but yes.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna answer that question right now. Me and Siege got into K-pop almost about the same time. No, I actually got into
You dragged me into
I dragged him into it. We were fanboys for Sonya Shide or SNSD.
Oh, so
Girls'
that's what
Generation.
it means.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
so
Sonya Shide, Girls' Generation. You're only finding that out now. You've been living with this
He
guy.
told me, but he told me when he was explaining all the posters, and
Okay.
then it just I lost
Gems too.
Then it clicked.
All right, so we've been fans of even now. I'm still a fan of Taeyeon, the leader. I still listen to her music, and the main reason why I actually asked this is because Taeyeon herself sang a few MYMP songs
Yeah.
live on her radio program.
She did.
sheesh.
She covered them, so we're getting traction there. Anyway, I can answer why it's mostly male centric right now. So this is how typical girl group fandoms begin. It usually it starts off as male centric, and then later on develops a stronger following among the female fans. Because in the beginning, when they're introduced, they're like the innocent, the typical "we wanna date you" type that men adore,
The innocent girl.
the innocent look. But later on, when they develop and then show their real character and attitude and whatnot, and who they are, they're strong, independent women. That's when they start gaining traction among
The
female listeners, and that's how it typically evolves compared to and this is again what do you call that, an advantage for girl groups is that because it starts off being male centric, it's easy to reach out to both genders and
Yeah.
everything in between compared to when you're a male group. You know how hard it is for male groups to have male followers?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
So there's a boy group that I want to say, but I'm always afraid of the community.
BTS?
Yeah.
I'm
So
Oh.
so the
I
thing is,
hate BTS.
no, I'm actually
No, I like this BTS. Yeah, I hate. Is it they're called Army?
the fandom.
I hate you all, Army.
No,
I'm gonna get cancelled.
actually, not all of them. Half of it's a growing thing now. where
Fun
some of them-
fact, his girlfriend is an army.
Yeah. Um,
Sorry, Kat.
so I was very impartial to BTS, and then I started realizing that no matter how big BTS is now, there was a time when they almost shut down because even with their following being mostly female, it's like it's harder to create because if you only have one side of the audience, it's harder to gain traction because you're gonna hit a ceiling. The moment you hit that for one side, it's going above that is hard. That's why for Girls' Generation, for example, you started out male, they started gaining popularity with the female audience, hits the ceiling for the male audience, but the female audience still keeps rising. So what happens is you have an avenue you can shift into. For boy groups, it's typically hey, look at this is why I think Super Junior became so successful because they went for like, hey, this is a girl group. They did the opposite of Girls' Generation. It's like we're going to take the boy group, the girl audience, grow it, and then start showing that hey guys, we're just like you. And then they started garnering a male audience.
I can actually recall when Girls' Generation's female fandom grew. I can recall which song. So when Into the New World, okay, I know all the songs. When Into the New World came out, it was still mostly men.
Mostly male.
And then outside of Korea, okay, Into the New World came out, and then Girls' Generation, their
Subtitled, yeah.
and then Baby Baby, and then not G yet.
Not G.
They did an LG collab, and then G,
Chocolate Love.
Chocolate Love, and then G. After G, when they did So Ano Maragua or Tell Me Your Wish, that's when they
Yeah.
started gaining
A female
a lot of female followers. This was 2008, 2009 already. and that's when their popularity exploded. After what they call that, Tell Me Your Wish was Run Devil Run,
Yes.
which was really a powerful song.
Right.
And a lot of the female listeners liked how powerful the song was. And from then on,
That's why in Japan, Tell Me Your Wish,
Oh.
the Japanese version of Tell Me Your Wish, or Someone Malabo, is one of their most played songs.
Let's
Yeah.
roll out of your tongue like molten butter.
love, love.
I'm sorry, man. I love, okay, I cannot stress this enough. I love Girls' Generation.
Yeah.
Like, Girls' Generation,
Ayun! Forever fanboy.
Dude, five months ago, Jessica came out with a song with Amber from FX.
Which is her sister, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Amber is her
Oh,
sister's
no,
best friend.
sister's
Crystal is the
groupmate.
best friend.
Crystal is the...
So I went nuts.
She released the song?
She released a song with Amber, and I went nuts.
Yeah, because he was a fan of Jessica.
Yeah.
He was a gorgeous
Yes,
passer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what their group was called.
That's
Yeah.
Are you a K-popper?
No.
By no means, I'm so sorry.
Like, what
That's
I'm not
genre?
against it, huh?
What genre is your favorite?
He's a songer.
I think I'm so glad you
Songer.
asked. Indie music, local.
No, like yeah, sure, you go indie music, but what genre style?
So if it's primary influence, it's acoustic R&B.
Okay.
If it's current, then it's more.
EBM.
It's usually it's not country, but it's more the storytelling type. Damien
Taylor
Rice
Swift?
type.
Oh, are you a Swiftie then?
No, absolutely not.
Oh my God. We're gonna be attacked by two fandoms,
listen,
the army and the Swifties.
No.
Good luck to this
No,
channel.
No, if I listen to Taylor Swift songs, they're great. But even if you hear the same song over and again for months and years on end,
Let It Go. Our neighbor ruined it for me.
exactly it had the Let It Go effect has had, because of the sheer number of fans of Taylor Swift, it's had that effect on me.
There's one famous song that I'm still listening to up to this day. Oppa Gangnam Style.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good.
I still listen to that song.
It's really good.
Whoop.
Yeah, okay.
And people say I look like Psy.
But if I could like answer the
Yeah,
question, we're very much ready. I think that our local scene just had a small break because of like the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
But there was this series before COVID. It was sponsored by Pluto Tango Records. I think they changed their music production group now.
Uh-huh.
But they usually host this series called Cup of Folk, where they go and take over a couple of cafes
Mhm.
and they push for local artists. They look for local artists and they recommend them, and then they to help emphasize
Where's
their
the extension wire that you made?
My thought is
so to help emphasize their songwriting and all that, they actually put up this whole sign outside the cafe. Like they have this whole shush policy where we're going to shush you
That's okay.
at these hours so that you can listen. So those are my kind of song. Whatever pops up, actually, it could be like an acoustic version of a local rock group. It could be acoustic version of a pop of a
So what's your favorite song now? Like, what's your favorite Filipino song?
Filipino song right now.
Dayan Dayan.
No, it's "Make You Stay" by Vincent Echo.
I haven't
Yeah.
listened to
Oh,
that
I
song.
heard Vincent Echo.
How about
You know
you?
Vincent
What's your-
Echo, yeah.
what's your favorite?
Guys, tell us your favorite Filipino song right now.
It doesn't have to be famous. My favorite song right now is Carrera. I'm sorry.
Yeah, by
No, I
Billy.
feel like no, I haven't heard that. I'm sorry. I haven't
Their
heard
famous
it.
songs are Pantropico and Salamin sa. I met Beanie during the Carrera stage because it's significant into my life.
So I think what our
The song
local-
itself means a lot. Anyway, go.
I think what our local scene has to offer is that we have really good storytellers in our songwriters.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm quite concerned though with Moira, especially with Moira and Ben, because they're starting to almost all of the songs start to sound
The same?
The same.
I think they're going through the Taylor Swift effect.
Yeah. Where they found the formula, certain genre, lyric sets, or patterns in their songs that people will gravitate to. and I think they're dropping single after single to get attention.
So basically, we're just overexposed.
Yeah.
Basically.
They're all making
Because
the same.
I really do love Ben and Ben. I love their songs.
If we get 10,000 likes, I will bring out all of my brother's childhood pictures.
What are you, the doting
Christ.
mother? Oh my
Anyway,
God.
I think where we stand is that we have our own brand, and while the primary thing with the international scene is if it's Filipino, then the singing quality is good. That's there.
Mm.
But we also have another thing which is a bit underappreciated in the international scene, but that's understood, is that our local singer-songwriters have a really good story to tell in their songs.
So yeah, I agree.
I just think that the music community as a whole has already shifted from storytelling to something else, right?
But I'm a rock person. I prefer rock genre, and I really like the
And then from the background, you hear,
Eraserheads,
Yeah.
Rocket Edgar.
you hear that.
Yeah, they're old. I know.
They hear that. What?
Are they considered classics yet?
Well, at this point they are, because in the 2000s,
Oh my god. Oh, classics. Oh,
No, listen.
their discussion.
in the 2000s we had the 80s,
Jimmy?
but we're in the 2020s now, so the 2000s are pretty much the 80s.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, classics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. Filipino rock classics. Really.
all right. Here's a fun trivia for you guys out there. How many music awards does the Philippines have?
Like a Grammys.
Yeah, how many?
7.
8.
Well, that's very optimistic.
I
Huh?
can't name.
Is it 1?
Ha! 1.5.
I can think of Phil Pop or something from Phil's Cup.
This pop is not an award.
We actually only
It's a
it's not an
contest.
award.
It's
It's
a
a contest.
Yeah, it's
This pop is not it's not an award. It's a contest. Okay. We actually we used to have Mix Music Awards, but since Mix is no longer with us or among us,
Wait, was Mix actually Filipino
Yeah.
channel?
Yeah.
what's the Filipino
We
channel?
have 1.5. Yes, mix is our Filipino channel. We have 1.5 Filipino awards.
Okay. We have Awit Awards, and currently we have Wish 107.
They have
Music Awards.
Oh, is that the half?
That's a half.
Yeah, that's the half.
That's a
I win.
That's 1.5. No, you don't get a point for this. No brownie points for that. Yeah, but I am in agreement with them. We are definitely ready in terms of the many international competitions about singing. Our Filipinos are dominating that, regardless if they're just contestants. Or,
I mean, Buwan got international.
Recognition.
Yeah.
diba, one the doble cara,
One
Doble cara, yeah.
Pomoy.
He was able to win that. Sana? America's Got Talent, ito.
Jeffrey Flores.
Yeah, we have a lot of Filipinos winning there. Again, Apple Diap. Again, a lot of our songs are being covered by international artists.
Right.
It's gotten to the point that even on TikTok, international artists are listening to Filipino songs.
Yeah, like international artists, like foreign
They're
voice
listening to it.
coaches.
Like I see on my feed now on Facebook, like, what's that song? Tinitigan ko. That song.
Yeah.
A lot of
I don't
foreign
know how it's
artists.
called.
There's actually already a meme that when there's like a winner for like America's Got Talent.
Is it Filipino?
No, if there's a winner for America's Got Talent, their voice is just a normal voice for Filipinos.
Yeah, and then
Because we're that good.
we hear a lot of, and this is what makes me insecure, because we hear a lot of foreigners say that every time they come to the Philippines, you go to any karaoke, people are reaching notes that people train decades for.
Yeah. So
A lot of people go train their
Why don't
vocals.
they have that?
Huh?
Why don't they have that voice?
I have no idea. And it's like, it just comes natural to our fellow Filipinos, and I don't have that too. So,
It's the right mix of Sunmeat and Red Horse.
Well, guys, the only reason that I don't have the ability to sing,
it's because you're good looking.
it's because I had to get nerfed. So I had an operation. I literally did have an operation when I was younger, where they had to take things out. So,
Now, the next question is Philippine radio able to cater to the diversity of the Philippine language? I'm asking this because of a very famous situation that happened in 2012. So it wasn't a Filipino radio station, but rather Mix itself. Mix was called out for not playing Cebuano songs on air. And they're apparently, and this was not, I believe this was not proven, and apparently their defense to that was because Cebuano could not be understood by a greater majority, despite the fact that more than 60% of the population are Cebuano speakers, considering Visayas and Mindanao are speak Bisaya. However, the I think the greater anger came from the fact that despite saying that they don't want to play Bisaya songs because they could not be understood, it's the fact that they played Korean songs instead. So they had K-pop mix, but they would not play one Cebuano song. I think this event, if I'm not mistaken, if I am, please correct me on the comment section. This is the event that led to one of the things that led to the creation of this pop.
Oh, okay.
It's what propelled.
That
Because
makes sense.
because okay, if you're not gonna
If you're not gonna acknowledge us, then we're gonna. But
we're
I do
gonna do it
understand.
anyway.
I do understand. I mean, I understand why.
no, I don't understand why.
No. I do understand somewhat why they wouldn't do that because for the longest time, Cebuano songs have all but been humorous.
Yeah. Yo-yo villain.
It's just like bugal-bugal or do not sinanggo or binuang. Even right now, right?
Sa Bonigiro.
So, yeah, I was gonna say Wish 105, 107.5. I just listened to that song before coming here.
Sa Bonigiro.
Sa Muning Ero,
Sabuning and then the other one, the
80.
oh.
Oh, there. We have those songs. But with this pop, it showcased that there are actually a lot of really good Cebuano songs.
I like that from Magbaklay from
Jerry
Talambad.
Catolico.
Jerry
Yeah.
Catolico.
Yeah.
But my concern now is, yes, that is we have showcased that Visayan songs have diversity. But if you listen closely to the songs right now, they're starting to sound like what you said, similar.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they're from
Oh,
different
I think it's
accents.
because Filipinos don't really like to take risks. Once they find like, oh, that works, I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow that.
They milk it out of but I really appreciate those artists who go out of their way and venture out. Oh, and by the way, we talked about Marvin as a local art. Two of my students just released songs.
Is that?
Dre and Kobe. Yeah, Drea and Kobe. Kobe
Is it out on
is a
Spotify?
year. Huh? They're both on Spotify. I'll link their songs down below. Shout out to Drea and Kobe. Sorry, I haven't watched your concerts. Although, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we have a lot of budding artists already, and I don't want to keep hearing or listening to the whinings of the of some of the artists when they say, we're not being given the accreditation that we're sure, but we just have to also show them that we continue to evolve and develop.
I think generally also like this era is really easy to I mean it's really easy to get traction.
Yeah.
Just post in TikTok.
And not only that, like most of the tools that was generally exclusive to studios is now being made available. Like your
Fruit Loops.
Yeah, we have even in terms of streaming now, editing and audio, visual and stuff. Everything
all in one laptop.
all can be downloaded onto one laptop. It's no longer you don't like what we initially planned. We no longer needed to go to a studio, right?
Yeah.
So there's that.
I don't know what the economics are behind like maintaining a radio station, but they're definitely ready. I'm not sure if they want to accept it. It has
Yeah, because
it has
imagine
to
if like you go to let's say La Union, and for some reason La Union, because I'm planning on going, might be playing a song in Cebuano, and then a Cebuano tourist is there. It's like, oh, they're playing. Oh, okay. It makes you feel like, oh, I'm still in the Philippines. I haven't left.
My thing is just, I think radios are very localized.
Local centric, yeah.
Yeah, they're very local centric, and I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be the unpopular opinion, but I don't think it's a problem to have them be localized. Like it's kind of like having a set playlist for everywhere you go.
Sure.
I think that when I go to a different part of the country, let's say, I want to hear what music they're listening to.
Sure, but the problem is, okay, name how many Cebuano songs are constantly on repeat here in the city.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely need to step up. Our radio
It's the
station
same because I
needs to step
recently
up.
had my Baguio trip. It will be posted later on the channel. Check it out.
Vlog spots.
This is me in my first attempt at actual vlogging, no? And then you'll see all my failures and me getting lost. Anyway,
By the way, guys, if you like that kind of content, please tell us some more. Julius might bring us around next time.
I'll probably bring Carl because Carl. I'll bring everyone. I'll bring everyone. Of course, I'll bring your partners just so that everybody's happy. I'm the only single here, guys. Anyway, shameless plug. Where was I going with this? Yeah, but I just recently went to Baguio.
If you're single, hit up his DMs.
Don't. I was at Baguio and then I was listening to the songs there. Very few. I would really Baguio is very diverse in terms of languages
Yeah.
because they have the Ibaloy. Is it Ibaloy? They have Ilocano and all of those things. But all I heard there when I was there was just Filipino songs. I wanted to listen to even just the chantings. No, I couldn't. That was part of the content that I was looking for. Not content, but part of the experience I was looking for, but I couldn't find it there. So I would really question though, but maybe I also agree. Yeah, sure, but we need to really step it up. Yeah. Marbs, anything to add? Okay, moving on to the third and final question for this evening's podcast. What are your thoughts on the appearance of P-pop groups like BYGO, Dini,
I think it's
SB19? Are they competitive enough to survive in
Oh,
the
no,
local market?
Do not. And I don't want them to.
Why?
K-pop, they start as kids, right? Yeah, no, they get trained as kids. And they get starved to death. No, not to death. But
You're gonna get
they're
so
basically
canceled,
tortured.
Carlos.
No, I sort of agree with that because I remember, I don't know which K-pop group this was, but I recall that there was a story about this one member from a certain K-pop group where she was, as a side thing, she wanted to write her own songs.
Yeah.
So they were blogging all of this. They went on a break during their training. When she came back, because she broadcasted that she was trying to write her own songs, her management took her songbook, the notebook where she writes her songs, away.
yeah,
So
no, it's very. They treat them as products.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know about BTS because I've heard that the BTS management were quite good. But like you said, how many? 53 a year?
Oh yeah, on average.
On
they have,
average,
like, a
53
lot
a
of
year, yes.
groups.
Because they treat them like products. And now they're being treated as mass-produced products. And I don't want our guys to be like that. So
No,
yeah,
I'm
just
not
let them
asking
go.
if they should be paid more. I'm asking if these groups are competitive enough for global market. I don't
I'm just
I
gonna
don't
say
care about.
no. Probably they're not yet, and I don't want them to be because it's also gonna take like part of their soul away.
I think the charm that they find, why they're so interested in being like a pop group, was that like it's in our DNA to be, to a certain extent, to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
Because like singing, performing, dancing, it's a lot more pronounced in our culture. But more to your point, I don't want them to spend the most of their younger years in training just to be
Can you turn my?
Also,
old as a
Korea probably has a lot of rehabs there. We don't have that. Yeah, we don't
How
have
much?
that.
How many
One,
years?
go bye bye.
yeah. I mean, as much as they want locally to be successful,
You like BB for some reason.
Yeah.
Why?
I can't explain it, but I'm drawn to them. Like
I like
the,
Beanie too.
the melody, the
No,
youthful energy.
I'm a Bloom.
Yeah, the youthful energy. So my thoughts on that would be I like the wave that they're riding now in the local scene. I'm not quite sure yet if they can compete in the global market.
So
But-
you're not sure yet if like they can. Well, obviously, I don't think I don't compete against BTS.
Well, no, that's an impossible standard to meet considering that their fan base is quite established. But
Their fan base is really scary. Army.
Army Navy.
What
How about you, Siege?
I think that I get what everyone's saying, but I think they're ready. You guys are looking at one avenue of music. We have people like Lea Salonga, who have been in the international scene.
Yeah.
Rachel Ango, who have been in the international
Exactly.
scene forever now.
Was it Beanie that had collaboration with Jay?
I have no
No.
idea.
Who was it?
Not yet. Not yet.
So
No, like the guy who there's a
no.
Huh?
The
the guy
Connor
with the
Price.
Oh, Connor Price,
Connor Price. No, it wasn't.
they did have a collaboration, right?
It
Who?
wasn't. It wasn't.
Whose name?
Connor Price.
Connor?
Connor Price. I love his music, by the way.
Connor Price.
I was in his top 1 percentile on YouTube listening to his music.
No, it's not me.
It's not Beanie, but they did
Yeah,
have a collaboration
I
with
saw that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what I forgot who, but I know what you're talking about. I just think that we're ready. It's just that we don't. Music wise, we're ready. I just don't think we have the capability outside just the music. I think musically, the voices,
Are there?
the artists are there, but we just don't have a way to showcase them where they become the main show. Yeah, right. There's no way to make them look like they're the center. Because if you look at this, like SB19, what was the other group?
Agimat?
Beanie.
The one MNL something. Was it the one?
Ah, MNL48.
MNL48. They had a Japanese group now, so tawag to.
Yeah.
So you have things like that who are trying to breach into the international market and they have a way and a formula to get themselves out there. I think that they're ready. I just don't think that the people supporting them, our structure here in the Philippines, can help push them. Kind of like there's no support. Kind of like why the Philippines couldn't push P-pop into the Hallyu wave. They couldn't join in on the hype of.
Did we even have representatives for
At the
Hollywood?
time, no, because we shunned, or the community or the Filipinos shunned everyone who tried to create their own Filipino group. It's like, wow, you're just following.
That's why Filipinos are you people.
But right now, as a viewer, as viewerships, as listeners, we have evolved more because the pandemic, as much as it screwed a lot of the artists over, also gave a lot of the listeners chances to listen to what's actually out there.
So basically, we're getting smarter.
Yeah, it didn't
Smarter
cleanse our
things,
palette,
smarter.
our musical palette, but it extended it to, hey, there's more to.
I think it's because the Filipino part, like because of the pandemic, they got a chance to actually break out
Yes.
before they got shunned.
But I want to break this to you guys as gently as I can possibly break it to you.
We're all wrong.
What?
Oh,
Aside from the other groups, Vini has actually shown international success. They're very big in China.
China,
Vietnam.
really?
Yeah, I'm not joking. Go to YouTube, look for their Vini performances in China.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah, and Australia, they've been to. They're now
What's the biggest one? Salamin?
Pantropico, Pasalamin, Carrera, and all.
Oh, no, never mind. Oh.
And right now they're actually doing a North American tour.
Oh, I thought I was thinking North Korea.
No, North American tour,
That's good.
which involves a lot of states, by the way, which is happening in July.
I
No,
find
no,
it,
August.
I find it kind of frustrating when they say worldwide tour and then Philippines is not there.
That's why before they're going to their August North America tour, they're gonna do a Philippine tour.
Okay, good.
That's the one I posted.
Oh.
I'm going. I'm sorry.
So, a little bit of a side note, talking about that, why the Philippines is excluded. We can't find the rights because some countries buy out the rights for Asian tours that they can have.
Yeah, I know that. Taylor Swift did that.
Yeah.
Plus by Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think money-wise, those countries are smart that they can afford it because they know that money comes.
Tenfold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So aside from that, in terms of success, some of the members have already been recognized by this not really popular ranking thing where you're ranking the top most 100 beautiful women of the world. So some of them have been recognized for that. A few of them have been given awards. One of their members is actually a beauty queen. So in terms of traction, in terms of reach, and in terms of how far they're going, they're really showing international success. So when you say, are they ready? Are they competitive enough? I would say yes.
Yes, they're already there.
They're already there.
They're not ready.
They're not prepared.
We don't say ready. No, they're already there.
They're already there. But the problem is that's just one group.
Yeah.
The question is
It's like they have to walk so that the others can run.
exactly, and this is what and this is why I'm very supportive of them, is because it's reminiscent to me of how Girls' Generation did it.
Okay.
But the problem is during the Girls' Generation time, they had a competitor,
Yeah.
which was what's the name, Wonder Girls, but Beanie does not. So there is no way for us. There is no way for them to. There's no check and balance per
Yeah.
se. So they
What
can.
they say is the meta.
Yeah, so it would be better, going back to your competition mindset, it would be better for them to have a rival.
Yeah.
Like, but the problem is we don't have a lot of studios producing. Now, I was surprised when ABS was the one who
Wait,
came out with Beanie.
They're the one funding Billy.
Yeah, that's Star Magic.
Of all.
Yeah, that's Star Magic. And they were trained by Korean trainers.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, they
They really spent money on
They
this.
really spend money on that.
Yeah.
A lot of the groups here, because the past few months I have started joining, the Korean, small Korean conventions. Like
I thought you said small
So-
Korean hate groups.
no, I was so on. I can
I
never
know,
join
I know.
them. But
But it's
I've
not Korean,
started,
huh?
I've just started realizing that P-pop has started to actually grow.
Yeah.
There are small groups that are trying to break out into the public. They're doing the same thing. Like, remember how Girls' Generation was initially introduced? They were made to dance, just dance after a more popular group, and they said, "Hey, can I actually perform one of our songs, because we don't want to be known as a dance group. We can dance, but we want to show we can sing." What they're doing now for like P-pop groups that are
You should. Going back, I would suggest you listen to their pre-debut song, which was really awkward
Yeah.
and cringy to me.
Okay.
but
It's basically coconut song.
that's what they're doing now. They're just bringing them into smaller conventions, bring them around, gaining popularity, and it's working because our friends sisters, his twin sisters, are into P-pop right now.
Yeah.
So they're like,
But again, that's a success for Beanie, and I don't wanna view it as like a one-time, big-time,
I hope
one-hit
not.
wonder for the
Yeah,
Philippines.
that's true.
Because we've also had other groups, BYGO, Wagimat, and SB19. Now, what about them? Again, we go back. They're boy groups. It's a little bit more difficult for them. Again, I'm not trying to be
Success.
sexist about this, but it's the truth.
yeah.
It's
Facts.
pucks, guys.
It's facts. Stats.
How do you
Can you prove it to us, mathematician boy?
how do you
Numbers don't
compete?
lie.
How do you compete in an industry where majority of the paying body is male?
Mathematician boy, help us.
Like, I mean, seriously.
Is there
I,
question I know?
I believe it or not, but when I was still a zone, I still am.
Yeah.
But when I in my peak as a zone, I had all of the albums, all of the variation, all of the different color codes. I completed all the photo cards and whatnot. When I was
right
at
there.
peak, I was that into the group. I actually spent money.
No.
Oh, I spent money, just not that much money. I
No.
was just only Jessica.
And right now, I'm waiting for them to drop their merch.
Really?
Beanie, because I'm buying
That's how you support local artists.
Yeah. I'm not. I told myself, I am so ready to support Korean artists. Why am I not ready to support?
That's exactly true. Can we also do that in film?
I do that in film. That's why I go and watch these
No,
films.
I mean, no.
He's going back. He's going back.
I'm just
Really
saying.
getting anger.
I'm just saying, if people, well, it's music is easier to,
Okay.
observe anyway.
All right. So yeah, if you're talking about global competitiveness, yes,
Yeah.
they're already there.
I think the
but the
rest are
question
ready.
is, are we able to create another one? And
No, wait. Yeah, obviously. Why? Because a studio are gonna invest on this one.
yeah, but I'm going back to your concern. They actually did also go to an audition, and yes, they also did go through training. And quite frankly, I'm actually really proud because two of them actually just graduated senior high school at the age of 21.
Fair enough.
Yeah, two of their main singers graduated recently, like this week or last week. I'm really updated, guys. Alright. Okay. What?
Wrap it up.
Okay. So yeah, in terms of that, we are pretty much good. And unfortunately, that is all the time we have today. We actually do have a different another segment, but I'm just gonna run this through to them. Can you name the artist?
Is that Bamboo? Chito Miranda?
No, that's
No, that's
Bamboo.
Bamboo.
So what group is this?
So okay.
What group is this?
River Maya. No.
River Maya. How about this?
Parokya Edgar.
What?
No.
Where's
I'm just saying the group
Where's
I know.
this is? Cushay. This one.
Oh.
Fernando Po Jr.
Very good. Fernando Po. Where's the other one here? Hello? Did
You
it
have no
disappear?
internet.
I have no internet again? My
Yeah.
God. My God, yeah, my internet disappeared. Anyway, so one last question with Filipino actresses making their way into the international film and local musicians getting into the international scene as well. Is that an indicator that the Philippines is ready for the global market?
Nope.
Gail?
Yes.
Marvin?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Same. Not yet ready. But
Acting, no.
acting though, I'm proud to say one of the most recent actors or actresses that got casted used to be my trainer in Performax when I was back in Performax. Chai
Nasibo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is my trainer.
She's also she's also a front woman for her own band. I forgot
Yeah,
the name.
yeah.
This is a show.
So yeah, this is what she looks like.
Her movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from
Si
the
patay na gyud si Jesus.
No, the other one. The other one.
Nasibo?
Nasibo.
Nasibo, yeah.
Nasibo.
And with Netflix also showing Filipino content, how well do you think Filipino movie series fare against Red? I don't think they
I don't-
fare that
not
I don't
well.
think
Not
because
get
they
there.
still stick to the old.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
There's
would-
there's no dynamism in our movement
Yes.
and the way we
like
talk.
Is this a sign that we need to step up the game to become even more? Yes,
Absolutely.
especially with CGI. We are
No,
devoted.
do not blame the CGI. Blame the producers.
No, okay, fine. Everything. Change everything. Go back to the drawing board.
It's a producer.
And lastly, is the Philippines ready to produce even more boy in their group? I would say caution.
Yes. Cautiously,
I would say
yes.
caution because I don't want this to become. I don't want
Yeah.
our artists to be objectified. Support Beanie, guys. Social medias and everything will be plugged down below on the description. And now it's time to tally the score, and I have to explain the mechanics of the punishment. So basically, whoever gets the lowest number of points, which is Marvin, will be blindfolded. We will be showing you guys ingredients, and then Marvin will decide if we can add that ingredient or not add that ingredient. So basically, in respect of time, there will only be 3 ingredients. He only has one opportunity to say no. So there's 1 bad ingredient and 2 really good ingredients. If you say good luck to you. Let's do that now. Let's. All right. So Marvin, first again, you can only say no once.
Mm-hmm.
Can you check the video?
Sorry.
Nope, so recording.
Yeah,
Okay, Marvin, this is the first ingredient. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Wait, where's the glass?
Get
This is our glass.
Marvin just has to drink this. Marvin, second ingredient.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So the last ingredient, yes or no?
Yes, the last ingredient is a no.
Oh, okay. All right. So Marvin has to drink this. So this is the second ingredient that he chose.
Asa ka naman?
Right. And
Wait, what about the last ingredient?
he said no.
So you can just show the last.
The last ingredient is this one.
No, it
Oh,
says it higher.
Say higher.
This one.
Okay?
Okay,
So, Mars,
Marvin,
you can
just-
open your eyes.
You can open your
I'm
eyes.
going to give this to you and just drink it.
Just drink it.
Okay, 3, 2, go. God damn it, I can smell.
That's all the time we have for today, guys. Thank you for joining us for the stream. Again, this has been Yogi Boy for the Youngers, and we'll see you on the next podcast.
I can smell